Well, good afternoon and welcome along to the Brewery Field for this afternoon's live action here on Durham On Air. It's the FA Trophy we're turning our attentions to today as well. Moors, of course, made it all the way through the final at Wembley in this competition last season. Their first hurdle this time around is a tough-looking tie against AFC Fylde here. AFC Fylde, of course, fresh memories in the locker for Moors fans of their victory here at the Brewery Field last month by 5-0. Moors will be hoping to gain some revenge against the Coasters here today. Thrown up the line now, it's headed back forward by Fylde, and it's a long way out. He thought about the shot there, the midfielder Wilson, and now there will be a shot coming in from the edge of the box, but it was Luca Thomas, who got the ball onto his left foot there and shovelled it towards goal, but he got underneath it. Wasn't ever going to dip enough, and it's over the bar. McEwen through a gap for Robson, who shows good feet and then slips it through a gap, looking for McEwen again, but not quite on the same wavelength there. Oh, Hill's done well to win it high up the field, and he slides it in behind for Mondal. He's on a tight angle here, but can he find the angle for a shot? He can, but the goalkeeper palms it around the post. Really good play from Tyler Hill on the left-hand side there to just mug the Fylde man inside his own half, and he played a really intelligent pass in behind for Mondal, who drove in towards that near post, but his shot just blocked away by Boys for a corner. Pugh whips it in, it's good quality, headed away though at the front post, and it's McEwen who runs onto it. He thought about maybe hitting it on the volley there, I think, but he's worked it out on the left hand side for Pugh again. Pugh pulls it back onto his right foot, the cross is deflected into Rowe, who presents it back for Robson, and he goes down into the challenge, and the referee says no. Here's Salkeld now, back on his left foot, will bend one, it's deflected, and the goalkeeper makes a fine save down to his left. It's still in the box though. Moores trying to work an angle here. Robson, little clever flick across goal, and it's cleared away. Back to McEwen now on the edge of the box. McEwen trying to find an angle for a shot. Sneaks it through a gap for Robson, who lays it off for Dyson now. Dyson will whip the ball into the box. It's deep towards Salkeld, who heads it back in towards the middle, but it's collected by Boys. Well, Boys had to make a fine save, reaction save down to his left. The shot came in, it was going across to his right, and he had to readjust and get down low to his left, and he did ever so well to palm it clear. Into the feet of Pugh, who knocks it down the right touchline for Salkeld. Salkeld keeps it moving for Pugh, who's continued his run. Pugh drives for the byline. Can he find a teammate in the middle? He can't. It's stayed clear. And Thomas tries to work his way clear, but it's again a little bit of a risk, and Salkeld's got it back on the edge of the box here, right hand side. Robson's with him. Robson jinks his way between two men and gives it to Dyson. Back towards Robson again. Robson, it breaks for him, and he's just drilled it over. He was just leaning back on it there, Ethan Robson. It was lovely little football at the edge of the box from Moores. Dyson involved, Salkeld on the fringe of it as well, but Robson's final shot just too high. Whelan through a gap for Healy Byrne, who takes a slightly risky route down the right, and he's been picked off by McEwen, who's got him behind here. The defender trying to recover. McEwen can't quite get his shot on target under pressure. He's asking for a shove in the back there, Corey McEwen, as he let fly, but I don't think there was enough in it. He did really well to pinch the ball midway inside the Fylde half there, and he bore down on the edge of the Coasters box and fired on goal, but under pressure couldn't hit the target. Whelan back to Boys again. Boys inside his own box then. Slides it through a gap for Healy Byrne. And then it's a bit longer this time, but it's a good piece of play. Oh, it's actually fallen really kindly for Mr. Bargy there, and his ball into the box is swept clear before it can reach Wilson. Pugh's under pressure though, and he's lost out to Healy Byrne, who drives forward, and it's a good ball at the edge of the box. This is dangerous, and it's 1-0. And it's George Wilson who makes it 1-0. It was really, really cutting football from Fylde. They took advantage of a mistake in the middle of the park, and it was slung into the feet on the edge of the box, who took a touch Wilson and then wrapped it into the back of the net. And Fylde take the lead here with 9 minutes of this first half remaining. So as we approach and move into the final 5 minutes of this first half, Fylde leading by 1-0. Ball forward for Salkeld now, who's done well to look after it. That's a good pass inside for Pugh as well, who turns cleverly and feeds it through a gap for McEwen, who's onside here. Tight angle, back across, Mondal! Oh, it's an absolute picture book goal from Graham Lee's side. Wonderful football. Absolutely superb stuff. McEwen fed through and behind. He had the presence of mind that he was at an acute angle. He just squared it back inside for Mondale, who was arriving, and he swept it home. And Moors offer a swift response here. They're back on level terms. It's 1-1. And it's worked across the right, but it's intercepted by Dyson. Now Rowe clips it over the top. It's another good effective ball here, and Salkeld's trying to put some pressure on. It's fallen loose for Dyson. Dyson trying to find an avenue down the right to make some progress. The ball ricochets off two Fylde defenders as he tries to cross, and it's cleared away. And Moors have won it back though on the edge of the box, and it's Dyson who dances down the right side of the penalty area and chips it into the far post. McEwen tries to make something of it. It might fall for Mondale again. It's blocked, and now Robson back on his right foot. Can he pick a spot? It's deflected, and it's in! And Moors have turned it around here. A big deflection from Ethan Robson's strike, but he won't care. It's squirmed beyond the goalkeeper and into the far corner of the net. And from 1-0 down, Moors lead 2-1 here in the FA Trophy at the Brewery Field. Pugh whips it in with venom. It's gone all the way across and it's cleared away. Robson can't get there, and Thomas picks up the pieces for Fylde to clear, but it's collected on the halfway line by Tyler Hill. It's a switch play to the left hand side for Pugh now. Pugh down the line for Mondale. Mondale's going to turn and try and take on Mitchell here. He's passed him to the byline. He's into the penalty area here. He plays it into the box for Pugh. His shot is driven down by the defender, and it falls loose for McEwen now, who comes inside. Can he find the angle to bend one? Maybe here, McEwen. He dribbles his way through. It falls for Pugh. Pugh drives it into the side netting. Well, for all of Fylde's possession, it's Moors who are showing all the threat. And as a response, Craig Martin is going to make a change here, I think, by the looks of things. There's going to be a substitution for Fylde. Stabashi turns inside and tries to get away from Dolan. And it's back into the feet of Whelan. Left-hand side is McFadden now. Healy-Byrne drives forward. It's a lovely bit of football there. Nice little exchange, and Fylde are threatening here again. On the right hand side, Ustabashi goes inside on his left foot. This is dangerous. Oh, what a goal. It's a true strike across the goal from John Ustabashi. Lovely football from Fylde to work it from left to right. Ustabashi cut inside onto his left foot and then hit a devastating finish across Bobby Jones. And it's all square at 2-2 here. Dolan then stands over the free kick. Is he kidding us all on, or is he actually going to go from goal here? It's Mondale who's going to strike, and it's not a bad hit, and Boyce can't get there. Oh, it squirms through his grasp and goes just wide there. It was less than convincing from the Fylde goalkeeper, I have to say, who poured it around the post eventually. And it's a right wing corner. Falls loose for Fylde, and it's all ricocheting around rather untidily in the midfield area, but that's a good touch by Wilson to buy himself a yard, and now he can drive forward. Salkeld back at him, but Fylde streaming forward here with real menace towards the edge of the box. They're still going. They've bulldozed their way all the way through, and it's just wide at the front post there. Well, it was Luca Thomas, I think, who managed to wriggle his way through the Moors defence and get a shot on goal. He was almost falling to ground as he got that shot off, but almost managed to find the net. Wilson's ball in is a dangerous one. It won't be cleared, and it's going to be hooked in. And Fylde take the lead again here. And it's Ustabashi again, I think, isn't it? The ball fell to him on the edge of the 6-yard box, back to goal, and he had the time and the presence of mind to spin and rifle it into the roof of the net. And Moors must come from behind again here. So it's slipped through a gap by Pollock now for Dyson, and Dyson chips the ball across the left for McEwen, who's going to try and take on Coates here now. Coates backs off, McEwen wanders infield. Falls loose for Dolan now, who slips it down the left hand side for Green again. Green. Trying to find an angle to maybe go down the line. He instead gives it to Dolan. That's a lovely ball into the box for Mondell. Mondell tees it up for Green, and Green's ball into the box is just all the way through, and it's going to fall on the edge of the area for Dyson, whose shot is into the side netting. He hit it reasonably well there, the fullback, but it grazes the outside of the net there as it flashes past Pat Boyce's goal. Hill will pump it back into the Fylde box here. He goes long up towards Rowe. Rowe heads it down really well, but it's cleared away. Ormerod looks to hold on to it on the halfway line, and Fylde looking to try and break here, and it's call unkindly for Thomas, and now it's 2 against 1 here, and it's Thomas who gallops clear, and he's got a big chance to sew the game up, and it's a big save from Bobby Jones, who came out and spread himself, and Fylde have just spurned an opportunity there to kill this cup tie.